I'm on my way up from Santa Barbara, California to San Jose, California to play in the Golden Throne GT this weekend. Last night's This is the Ocean's Turn 7 Wargame thing was a little lame. That out there is the ocean, and this right here is Turn 7 Wargaming. I don't know how to flip my camera. Alrighty. Be hopefully interviewing some of my opponents, getting you some shots of the tournament, and welcome you to the Golden Throne GT. This is Bobby, my round 1 opponent. Bobby, you want to just say what happened in our game?
So it was a pretty wacky game. I had a Death Star of Paladins and a bunch of Crisis
15 minutes remaining in round 1.
But I did not bubble wrap, so I got punished even though it was a long drawn battle there. My battle suit scaled off the big monstrous creature, but eventually they fell down. The Death Star Drago is still a brain jet unit to play with, perfect for starting 6th edition. They take wounds, but they do not lose models, and now with the new changes they are fearless because of Drago. So any beginners into 6th edition, or if you're a very slow player like me, Drago wings to go.
And what is your goal for the tournament this weekend?
Not get last place and have fun.
Well, you already got a win, so I think you're not going to get last place. So I'm here with Tim, my round 2 opponent. We just finished up the game. The Aegis line's gone, but the NIDs are still here. Tim, what happened in our game?
You pretty much, I put all my troops back over in here, back behind my Aegis and around my Aegis defense line, with the hopes that I could shoot you down before you got to me. You moved up fairly quickly. You deep struck 2 guys in. No mishaps, landed right in front of me. You had your flyer come in, no issues. I wasn't able to shoot your flyer down. You kept making your saves with that, and I couldn't hit a 6 anyway. So yeah, it was a good game. You handily defeated me, and I only took down 1 and put some wounds on a couple others. So.
Now you're playing Logan Wing with Fortification. How do you like Logan Wing in 6th edition?
I really like it. It's very tough. Doesn't quite have some of the offense that I would like, but I still think that it's a very considerable. Looking for the right word here. It's a considerable army to come up against. So especially if you have a lot of shooting attacks, if you're in hand-to-hand, it's very durable. But in shooting, it seems to go down fairly quick.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the game, and best of luck the rest of the afternoon.
No problem, Tony.
I just finished round 3 with David. We played Vanguard Deployment and Big Guns Never Tire. So, David, what happened in our game?
It was really close. Basically came down to Flying Warlord, not going down. He made like a million field no pain saves, and
Yes, I grabbed the model, but
yeah. So it was really close, and he got the contest, and yeah, it was by 1 victory point, I think. So very close game, well played. It's a hard list to win with Tyrannage right now, especially going into like a shooting army.
And so David is playing with 50 Grey Hunters and some Long Fangs and a Rune Priest. How do you like just straight Space Wolves, no allies in 6th edition?
I do have allies with this list. I have the Guard.
Oh, Guard. I
put in a Manticore and like a 3 Plasma Vet Squad. I don't know, I like it. I mean, it seems fine. The allies makes it where the meta is a little more. I mean, there's definitely still stuff that's going to come into its own as being good, but I think there's like a bigger group of armies that are competitive. You know, as far as like you used to just have to, like, you should probably take this if you want to win. You know, and obviously player skill trumps everything, but there's just so much weird stuff you can do. You know, so I like the game if it's like rock, paper, scissors. You try to figure out the meta, and if your army beats like whatever you think is going to be there in the majority, that's good. So maybe you have like a really bad matchup though, and you can't actually cover everything. mid-range just doesn't work in this edition. Well, that's my opinion. But
All right. Well,
Yep.
thank you very much for the game, and have
Yeah,
a
it was a
great
pleasure,
rest of
dude.
the day. I just got done playing Matt in round 4 of the Golden Throne GT. The mission was the Scouring with Dawn of War deployment. Matt was playing Knob Bikers with some Horde Orcs. How'd the game go for you?
Not well. You pretty much owned me. He owned the bikers. They went up the side, and we just shot the crap out of them and ran in some monstrous creatures. But I take out 1 or 2 of them.
You took out 3 of them. 2 with the Knob Bikers,
2
1
Knob
with
Bikers, and
your
1 with those
mob of
dudes.
boys.
But I think the worst part was these guys got taken out like turn 1 on my Ludas. I had him up way too close, and he was able to run and shoot with these guys. They poured out just a ridiculous amount of shots and wasted them. So it was a well-played game by Tony. It's a good game.
So, and you hadn't played any games of 6th edition before today, correct?
No, this is my first chance.
So how are you liking 6th edition?
I actually like it. I'm gonna have to say better. I mean, I don't want to say that, but I actually like it better. There's some kind of goofy stuff you can do with Knob Bikers with wound allocations, so there's still wound allocations in the game. But it's definitely a more tactical game with how you play stuff and where you move. I really like being able to measure the distances because a lot of that type of stuff where you had to guess a lot is out. But charge ranges, that's probably the only downside, the variable charge ranges, but it's a good game.
Well, you won 2 games, even though, 2 games already, and you got 2 more games tomorrow. 2 games, though, without ever playing the edition, so congratulations there, and best of luck tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
So I just finished playing Reese Robbins in turn 6 of the Golden Throne. We were playing the Relic, and he was running his Sons of Anarchy. Reese, how'd the game go?
I got lucky. I made a lucky first turn charge with the Knob Bikers to kill a Turbigon. I killed the unit that was screening him, was shooting. He failed just enough saves so that unit to get out of the way.
Both Turvigons pooped out, less than 13 Gaunts combined.
Yep. And then we went into a big scrum in the middle where you hit me with everything. And the dice just went my way. Like, I was just barely hanging in, not getting run down in combat. And then at the end of the day, I had 1 war boss with 1 wound left, 1 knob left from the biker squad with 1 wound left. He picked up the relic. And then I rolled the warlord trait to let me get a victory point for winning a challenge, and you can't refuse a challenge. So as long as I got my war boss in base with the Turbigon, it was a free victory point. So pretty much everything went my way. And it was a really good game. There's almost nothing left. The only thing I think that you could have done was thrown him into that combat too, and I think you probably would have run me down. Maybe.
I mean, the reason I didn't was that you could challenge him then, which A, would get you the Warlord point, and I didn't have any, and you'd take that guy out of the combat.
I very likely could have killed him. That's actually, I didn't even think about that. So, no, you played it as well as you could have. So, it was a really good game.
And so you've been playing a lot of the Orcs. Are you going to stick with the Knob Bikers as you go into 6, or do you think you're going to change it up?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played an army. I played Dragoming twice this tournament, which is like my worst matchup. I beat him once and I tied him. The second time I tied him only because I failed a 3-inch fucking charge in the open. And I'm just like, oh, cool. Now I just get, instead of me delivering the hammer blow, it gets delivered onto me. So there's really no army that scares me. I lost to Sister's Battle Player partly because I was drunk, and partly because the dice shit on me on the last turn. I would have tabled him, but I think it's a tournament winning army. I'm really confident. I love your nids, though. I think that for me, 6th edition is going to be Orcs and nids. Really
All right.
fun.
Well, yeah, thank you very much for the game, and thanks for the interview. Have a good night. I'm here with Jim, who's also known as Jai2 on DACA, who just won the Golden Throne GT, first GT in the world under 6th edition.
Hi everyone.
How you feeling?
Oh man, tiring, but it was quite an experience.
And so you were playing Necrons. What was your list like?
4 flyers, 10 Raves, Destroyer Lord, and 4 5-man troops. Basically, and Annihilation Barge. Basically, some resiliency on the ground until the flyers come in and help pick up the offense.
And so you went undefeated with that?
I lost once. I lost to Christian on game 6, and then I had a rematch against him on game 8 for the final, and I beat him then. And I had overall the better record because I played a stronger schedule. So we both ended up with 7-1 record.
And so you liked how the Necrons were playing for you?
I think they're one of the strongest armies right now, because it's still hard to kill flyers.
What other armies do you think are the strongest armies right now?
Orcs, I think orcs are very strong, like 180 boys, mob bikers, ludas, Dakajets. Grey Knights is still good, shooting-wise. I think Imperial Guards is still good, shooting-wise. And then the rest is, I have to see kind of how they fare in new 6th edition.
All right, well, thank you very much for the interview, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you.